Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're unpacking something really exciting, a highly structured, highly visual roadmap designed to absolutely accelerate your career in corporate finance. We're looking at the ultimate master blueprint for building the exact skills that modern companies actually expect from their finance teams right now. Okay, let's dive right into this. Look, have you ever felt kind of stuck just plugging numbers into spreadsheets at month end, simply telling people what already happened while you're drowning in a sea of VLOOKUPs? Yeah, that's the major pain point of old school basic reporting. But this explainer, it's all about leaving that in the rearview mirror. We're mapping out the dynamic future of the finance professional. It's a journey to transform you into someone who can analyze the data, advise on the best course of action, and ultimately lead the business forward. To get there, we're breaking down the mathematical framework provided in our source map. And it all starts with exactly 10 core skills. Now, these aren't just fluffy academic concepts. These are the 10 actionable, specific skills that companies actively expect you to bring to the table on day one. But don't worry, those 10 skills aren't expected all at once. They're actually organized really intelligently into 3 distinct progressive levels of mastery. And when you put those 10 skills and those 3 levels together, they form one highly practical journey to completely transform your career trajectory. So our explainer today is structured as a step-by-step masterclass, perfectly mirroring that sequential map. We'll be quickly covering beyond basic reporting, level 1, analytical foundation, level 2, commercial decision support, level 3, strategic finance leadership, and finally, your training guide. Section 1, beyond basic reporting, the starting line. Now, before we really chart the course, we need to establish exactly who this roadmap is built for. It's specifically tailored for CA, CMA, CS, MBA Finance grads, and of course, working professionals. Basically, if you're hungry to move beyond that back office number crunching and build real-world, high-impact skills, you are the exact target audience for this framework. The core philosophy of this map is just brilliant in its logical simplicity. It essentially argues that you have to learn in the exact order that businesses actually use finance. I mean, you can't just jump straight to leading, right? You've got to first master step 1, which is analyze, before you can even think about moving to step 2, advise. And only after that can you reach step 3, lead. And this brilliantly illustrates the entire concept in one comprehensive view. The corporate finance skills map visualizes this incredibly clear ascending path. You start from a rock-solid analytical foundation at the very bottom, move up through commercial decision support, and go right to the top, strategic finance leadership. Section 2, Level 1, Analytical Foundation. Zooming in on that first tier, we hit the analyze phase. This is the mandatory first step to build a firm foundation. The source makes it crystal clear. You simply cannot advise a business if you don't have the fundamental numbers locked down perfectly. It's just not going to happen. So within this first level, the map highlights 4 absolutely essential pillars. Number 1, FP&A. 2, financial modeling, literally your ability to project out different business scenarios. 3, budgeting and forecasting, which is essentially predicting the future of the business. And 4, variance and performance analysis, or understanding exactly why reality deviated from your original plan. You absolutely must acquire these skills to truly understand a company's numbers inside and out. Section 3, Level 2, Commercial Decision Support. Let's move to and see how this builds, because once that analytical bedrock is set, the landscape totally changes and the work gets so much more dynamic. Level 2 is the advise phase. Here, your role shifts dramatically. You're taking all that raw data and using it to actively support and really shape real commercial business decisions. In this tier, we step into skills 5 through 7. 5 is business finance and partnering. This means you're actually sitting at the table with other departments. 6 is pricing and deal structuring, where you're actively helping to generate revenue. And 7 is creating actionable MIS reporting and dashboards. See the shift? You are no longer just crunching data in the background. You are actively collaborating to drive the entire business forward. Section 4, Level 3, Strategic Finance Leadership. And that momentum carries us right to the final summit, the lead phase. So the crucial point here is that true leadership is only achieved by mastering those previous 2 tiers. This is the absolute peak where a finance professional drives the overarching strategy and the complete direction of the business. This summit is represented by the final 3 skills on our map. 8, P&L and cost management, basically owning the bottom line. 9. Business case and investment evaluation, where you're weighing in on massive, game-changing investments. And 10. Cash flow and strategic finance. At this level, you are literally controlling the lifeblood of the company. It's a real game changer.
Section 5. Your training guide.
Now, navigating this map definitely requires some solid guidance, and the source material introduces Ramki as the expert for this journey. The whole roadmap leans heavily on his massive multidisciplinary background. I'm talking CA, CS, CMA, LLB, and MCOM. Plus, he's bringing over 15 years of deep corporate experience in FP&A, controllership, and strategy at heavyweights like Infosys, Wipro, and HCL. The guy absolutely knows his stuff.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer focus on hands-on application, rather than just dry academic theory. The training integrates real cases, deep Excel practice, ready-to-use templates, and dedicated career guidance. And it's all structured to be super accessible for busy working professionals, with weekend online classes plus a hybrid option right in Bangalore. So for those of you who see this roadmap and want to actually start climbing it, the source material provides a very explicit, simple call to action. Just DM the word finance to enroll.
We've just walked through the complete 10-skill roadmap, from the foundational bedrock of analysis all the way up to the absolute summit of strategic leadership. The path is clearly laid out right in front of us. So I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to stop just reporting the numbers and actually start leading the business?